YouTube for a really long time, but I recently decided to start making videos again, and I decided a great video to start this whole channel all over again would be talking about my first tattoo. Okay, so my first tattoo was on my 18th birthday, which was in November. So I've had my tattoo for quite a bit of time. It's completely healed, obviously. It's been months now. And I went with my best friend at the time. We wanted to go get tattoos, not matching tattoos, but just tattoos in general, together. So we did. Well, I did one of the dumbest things anyone could do when getting their first tattoo, and you should definitely take my story into consideration and not apply it to whenever you're getting your first tattoo. But I decided that I was going to get a tattoo the day of my birthday. This was no forward planning, no ahead of time planning. It's just, hey, we both want to get tattoos done together as a friend thing. Let's go. I turn 18 today, and that's just kind of how it happened. Well, my friend had about 3 tattoos already, and they were all pretty good, so I asked her if she could text her tattoo artist and see if he was free that day, and he wasn't. So she asked one of her friends what kind of tattoo shop that they would recommend, so they recommended the one that we ended up going to. The guy was free, so we messaged him on Facebook and sent him the pictures that we wanted done. And I had no pre-planning of what I wanted to get done. I just winged it, and I was like, yeah, okay, there we go, this is what I want. But it was something meaningful and something that I won't regret, so that's a good thing. So we booked our tattoo appointments for later on that evening, and the entire day I was so nervous. I was shitting myself practically, because I had no idea what to expect. I had no idea what it was gonna feel like, and I was really hoping that I was gonna be able to sit through the whole thing and handle it, even though it's not a super huge tattoo. So we get to the tattoo shop, and it was my friend that was also getting her tattoo, myself, and then I brought along my boyfriend at the time and his friend, who I was also pretty close friends with. So we went in the shop and they ID'd me. I filled out some paperwork, and we waited to go get my tattoo done. When it was time, you know, I walked in the room, he put the stencil on my leg, I really liked it, and we were ready to go. He's like, you ready? I said, yeah, okay, sure. And the second the needle hit my skin, I was so relieved, because it was not as nearly as painful as I was picturing it to be in my head. It felt like a cat scratching you for an elongated amount of time, which isn't, it's not like painful, but it's not like, yeah, this is amazing, this feels like I'm getting a massage. It's kind of a little irritating, but it's not too bad at all. And I got it on my thigh, so I would give the pain about a 3 on the outside of my thigh and about a 6 on the inside of my thigh. And I'm not very good with pain. I'm kind of a baby when it comes to pain. I have my ears stretched, and even to stretch them, it took me such a painstakingly amount of time, because I'm such a wimp when it comes to that kind of stuff. So overall, it was a really good experience. I think I sat in the chair for about an hour and 45 minutes, which I think that's a little bit long for some people getting their first tattoo, because I've seen a lot of people where they get something like, you know, like a little heart, and they're done in 10 minutes, but mine is a little bit bigger. I ended up getting 2 roses and a lily. I got a lily because my grandmother passed away from cancer just before, a couple months prior to me getting this tattoo, and she was really into gardening. She loved plants, and they got a huge bouquet of flowers that was at her wake, and they had all these beautiful pink lilies in it, so I got a lily for her. And when my grandfather passed away, he always grew these roses, and he had lots of rose bushes all over his house, so I got 2 roses for him. The outline was no problem at all. It really didn't hurt at all. It was just the annoying buzzing, and you could feel the needle vibrating against your skin, which was only a little annoying. And after we were done with the outline, my artist asked me if I wanted to take a break. I could have sat through the whole entire process with the shading and everything. It wouldn't have really been a big deal, but I was like, yeah, okay, sure, we can take a break. So I took about a 5-minute break, and then he started it with the shading. And the shading, it hurt a little bit more than the outline, but overall it wasn't too bad at all. And I would say it was a really good experience. I paid $120 for this tattoo, and obviously it's my first tattoo and it's the only tattoo I have, so I'm not entirely sure if that was a bad price or a good price. I'm not sure, but anyways, I will show you the tattoo now. Okay guys, so this is my tattoo. It's a little hard to, show it to you because it is on my thigh, but there it is. It is 2 roses and a lily, and this is my hand next to it, my fingers, so you can see it's quite a decent sized tattoo. It's a little bit bigger than the palm of my hand, but yeah, that is my tattoo. And after the tattoo was over and I paid him, he gave me aftercare instructions, and he gave me like a little container of A&D ointment, which you put on your tattoo to heal it. I didn't want to use A&D, so I went to a grocery store that was really close while my friend was getting tattooed, and I picked up some Aquaphor, and it comes in this little, container, and this was really great. I really liked using it, and he gave me some aftercare instructions, which I will read to you in case no one gave you any aftercare instructions, and I will tell you what I actually did use and what I didn't use. So basically it says to remove the bandage, because he'll put a bandage on it as soon as it's done, but you want to remove your bandage after 1 to 2 hours, and then wash the tattoo with mild soap and cold water. Basically what I did was I got a little bit of water on a rag, and I dabbed the rag down. I took a little bit of soap on my fingers, and I just went over the tattoo really softly. There's a lot of just pus and dried blood that's going to be on the surface of the tattoo, but that's completely normal right after you get your tattoo done. So I cleaned that off, and then I let it air dry, and I put a little layer of the Aquaphor on. You don't want to put a lot, you want to put barely anything on there. It's just to keep it lubricated and to keep the skin from being really tight. That's all. And you want to do it 3 to 4 times a day for the first couple days, and then after a little while you can do it 2 times a day, but you're gonna do it for pretty much an entire week or a week and a half. The biggest pain that I had with the entire tattoo was not getting the tattoo itself, but it was simply having it heal, because I work and I have to wear pants when I work, so it was a little uncomfortable for the first couple of days having to have pants covering the tattoo. I tried to wear looser pants so that way there was no friction against the tattoo, because I didn't want to wrap it in saran wrap, and I don't think you're supposed to. So I didn't do that, and my tattoo healed pretty nice. I didn't really get much scabbing. When the tattoo starts to itch, because your tattoo will start to itch, it's not as bad as everyone says where it's so unbearable and it's constant. It doesn't constantly itch, but it will, and when it itches, do not scratch it. You want to pat the tattoo, because scratching it could potentially rip some of the scabs off or do something, and then your tattoo won't heal properly. And for the first, while it's healing, you don't want to have your tattoo covered with your bed sheets. I mean, I know sometimes it's completely unavoidable, but for me, I had to sleep with my leg kind of out of the bed sheets because I didn't want it to be stuck to the bed sheets when I wake up in the morning, because I know that can happen. And if that does happen to you, you should immediately grab the sheet, do not rip it off, take the sheet with you, go into the shower, and get the sheet soaked so it'll come off, it'll peel off, you know? But yeah, that was kind of terrifying and a little bit uncomfortable for the first couple of days. All in all, I had a really good experience. My artist was pretty nice. He was gentle and patient, and he knew how to work with someone who had never gotten a tattoo before. So he was a really great artist, and it definitely didn't give me any negative impression on getting more tattoos. I will be getting more tattoos. I'm getting one in a couple of days, so Thursday I'll be getting one, and I might vlog a little bit, you know, going to the tattoo appointment, maybe me getting the actual tattoo, and then after, when the tattoo is completely finished. But thank you for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you want, and I hope this helped you out if you're thinking about getting your first tattoo or anything like that. Alright, bye guys, hope you have a nice day.